All right, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing. But now let's talk about SUI. See what is happening with the price of SUI and of course what is yet to come. Speaking about SUI's price momentum right now, it's absolutely insane. Literally mind-boggling to say the least. It just does not want to stop. You know, SUI's been exploding, and this is something we discussed yesterday, and I think SUI still has more upside in the immediate short term. And of course, I spoke about that yesterday in my update. If you did not watch that, we'll kind of talk about that right now as well. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Before I get into SUI's update, as always, just a quick disclaimer for everyone. Anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So pretty much we're seeing majority of the market down right now, and that was mainly because of Bitcoin. But SUI is one of the ones that is outpacing the markets, up 8.1% on the daily time frame, and on the weekly time frame, SUI is up 82.2%. Absolutely insane gains are being made with SUI right now. Just not SUI. Also, its ecosystem. We're going to talk about the ecosystem again because there's one coin that I pointed out yesterday which is absolutely killing it right now, and I am very, very excited. So, you know, if we're looking at SUI's price, it's currently sitting at $1.41. You know, it's up 8.2% over the past 24 hours in USD comparative. It's also up a staggering 9% in BTC comparative over the past 24 hours. We're looking at its market cap currently sitting above 1.55 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume currently sitting at $451.4 million. So absolutely insane madness price momentum for SUI right now. But what exactly is next? As I've discussed with you guys yesterday, I still think this project has more upside potential. Because why do I think that? The reason why I think that is because let's go look around literally at every layer 1, layer 2. You know, they're having their time one by one. We had Arbitrum see an absolute explosion, and I think SUI is one of them because, let's face it, not a lot of people are understanding this. SUI was one of the projects that was being overlooked because there's a lot of other things out there. But, you know, it's finally its time. And as you know, when we do see more hype coming into the you know, layer 1, specific layer 1s, their ecosystems tend to grow as well. And that's exactly what you're seeing happening with SUI's ecosystem right now. You can pretty much see this for yourself. The TVL right now is currently sitting at $342.2 million. So continuously growing day by day. And look at the protocols. CETIS is the one that I mentioned yesterday. It's the top 2 protocols, you know, as far as SUI's ecosystem goes. And of course, it's a DEX. And you can see this for yourself. The total value locked on CETIS alone is 63.25 million. 63.25 million. And I want you guys to put this really into perspective. The amount of people that are going to see, you know, or use CETIS is insane. And that's what's happening right now. People are seeing value. Of course, you know, it's all speculation at the end of the day. You need to do your due diligence and research and actually understand what you're looking at. But if you're comparing it with other chains, you know, the potential is extremely high, especially when you consider the numbers CETIS is pulling right now. Just look at it on the exchange. You can see this for yourself, about almost a $40 million in trading volume, and I'm expecting this to increase as we do go further, you know, into this upcoming month, and especially, of course, as SUI's price appreciates, because we're seeing, you know, of course, a correlation, and that should not be a surprise at this point. You know, when SUI pumps, we do tend to see, you know, coins that are built on SUI, platforms that are built on SUI really increasing. And speaking about potential airdrops, you know, airdrops have been very, very popular. We're seeing Jupiter airdrop come in, and there's a lot of airdrops that have changed people's lives. But, you know, this time around, I think SUI is one of the ones that a lot of people need to be paying attention to, because there's a lot of protocols that don't have a coin. And I think there's going to be a lot of interest flowing in when people start realizing SUI is exploding, and people are going to start farming, people are going to start using, you know, these platforms. And of course, that just brings more volume, more interest. And of course, the price is going to appreciate. And I think, you know, SUI has the possibility to even double from this price range. Again, that's just my own personal opinion. But I would not be surprised, you know, SUI breaking into you know, levels where Aptos is, where Arbitrum is. I think that would be roughly the fair place for SUI to be trading, and then we might see kind of a cool off happening. And speaking about a cool off, I mentioned this yesterday and I still stick to this. One big red flag for SUI is a huge amount of tokens that are going to be released, I think in March or April. But not necessarily is it going to cause a significant decrease in price for the long term. Might happen short term, prior to the release of the tokens. Users might start locking in profits. That could cause a little bit of a sell-off, but I think that could be a potentially buying opportunity, because in bull markets usually dips do get bought back really quickly, even if the unlocks are quite massive. But the unlock still remains a bit of uncertainty for a lot of people, but in terms of the ecosystem, it's really gaining a lot of traction. It's going to be really interesting to see how it tries to bring usability in a unique way, like the other chains don't, like the ones that I've mentioned: Optimism, Arbitrum, Chainlink, Cardano, Ethereum, Avalanche. You get the idea as to what I'm saying. So I'm very bullish on SUI's overall ecosystem as well, and I think the DeFi is about to boom on SUI. So do have close eyes on the ecosystem itself. Volo is one of the ones that I remember potentially could be doing airdrop, as well as Navi protocol from last time I remember. But great stuff happening. But let's take a look at the price, see what is happening with the price. So at this point, it just seems like SUI does not want to stop. It just wants to go towards the upside, and of course the interest level is definitely there to back that up. After we did break out of this key resistance level, it just seems like SUI does not want to stop. It just wants to continue to go towards the upside. And speaking about its lows just a few months ago, you could literally see this for yourself. Even on December 19th, one SUI token was at 60 cents. Literally 60 cents. And if you were accumulating around this range, you are up right now 134%. And now you guys might be confused, because around that time you were seeing pretty much everything exploding, and SUI was obviously going up with the overall market momentum, but was not seeing that explosive moves. And some coins that were absolutely exploding at that time are lagging right now, and SUI is having its time. So very, very interesting to see how things are going. But let me know down below what you guys think right now about the overall ecosystem itself, and where do you see it ranking against its competitors. I want to know from you guys in the comments. But like I've said, I've been quite clear. I think the overall momentum is still definitely there, and I could see it hitting an all-time high, and actually going possibly to even a 2.8 to $3 billion market cap before it starts kind of cooling off. So it's going to be very interesting to see that. Let me know down below what you guys think. And yeah, if you guys want to see more SUI updates, let me know that as well. And if there's certain coins that I do need to be watching out for, I also want to know that from you guys in the comments down below. But that is it for today's update. Love you all. See you tomorrow. Been Crypto ZX, and peace out.